we got the House Minority Whip, Congressman Steny Hoyer of Maryland. I just promoted you there, Steny. That might take a couple of elections to do that for you guys. Hey, we both worked with Paul Ryan. I'm obviously sort of, I'm a conservative guy and worked with him on my side of the aisle. You worked with him on the other side of the aisle. What do you think of Paul Ryan?
Well, I think he's obviously what everybody knows. He's very bright, very hardworking, very issue-focused, and I think can be an outstanding leader of the House. But there's a big if, of course. In order to be an outstanding leader, you got to have outstanding followers. And the problem the Republicans have had is that they're a deeply divided party and have rendered their leadership dysfunctional. So,
Steny, if he can do that, can you give Americans this morning a reason to hope and a reason to believe that Congress can work? Can you explain, tell Americans a good side of what happens in that House of Representatives when Democrats and Republicans do work together?
You know, what I say to people is the House is less than the sum of its parts. And what I mean by that is there are some, as you well know, Joe, some very good people on both sides of the aisle. And if we would stop just confronting one another and do real things and understand that we have to compromise, the House can and should work for this great country. So we have good people in the House. But as a body, we have not functioned in an effective manner because we've been too partisan, too divided. But I will tell you this, it has largely been the Republican Party that was deeply divided. You saw yesterday a perfect example of that. Just before the election of the new speaker, we considered the Export-Import Bank that we have passed overwhelmingly bipartisanly in the past. There was a confrontation. Republicans had to bring it to the floor over the objection of the chairman of the committee. And guess what? 127 Republicans, a majority of the Republicans, voted for it, and every Democrat save one voted for it. That was a bipartisan agreement, and I think we took an effective step forward. In this bipartisan agreement, and I want to congratulate John Boehner for doing what he said he would do, try to clean up some of the tough issues before Paul Ryan steps in, and he's done that, and hopefully today we will pass this debt limit budget deal, which is not a perfect deal, obviously. It's not a long-term deal, but it is better than the alternative.
All right.
Congressman, this is Steve Kornacki. I'm just thinking back a couple years to all of the press releases I got from Democrats just bashing Paul Ryan over his path to prosperity, over his proposed budget blueprint that he put out, 2011, 2012, all of the attacks when he was the vice presidential candidate in 2012. This is an extremist Republican. He's going to destroy Medicare, granny over the cliff, all these sorts of things. Is this a guy you guys, now I hear you saying you think you can work with him. How can you work with a guy you guys pilloried so relentless?
That wanted to push granny over the cliff.
Let me say, so there's no confusion. I thought Paul Ryan's budgets were not good budgets. Hal Rogers has referred to them as unrealistic and ill-conceived. Hal Rogers, as you know, the conservative chairman of the Appropriations Committee, a Republican. So I don't think Paul Ryan's budgets were good policy documents. They were good political documents. But if Paul Ryan, he certainly has the ability, if he wants to lead in a constructive, positive, bipartisan way, he has the ability to do that, and I hope that's what he does.
All right. Steny Hoyer, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We want to come down and see you guys.
I'm looking forward to it. Anytime you want to come down, you let me know.
All right.
Thank you, Steny.